Welcome back. Now we'll be talking Anambra State elections, and I have our correspondent, Victor Mbadike, joining us live from Anambra. Victor, good evening. Can you give us an update of where you are currently in Anambra and what is going on there?
Hi. Well, I'm still at the heart of Anambra State, the state capital itself, Awka. And like I've said earlier, the city seems calm, no tension. We've had to speak with some persons, and we've been to different locations, and to just feel the pulse of the people. But you must know that the people are not really worried as far as the election is concerned. They seem, at ease. Possible infractions or security issues that might come up as a result of unstable security issues in the southeast in recent times, particularly as far as the activities of non-state actors are concerned. But they seem very, very calm, no pressure. They're just waiting for tomorrow to come for those who are interested. But you must also know that some persons are not really interested. It's the usual narrative you hear all the time, that they are not interested because they do not trust the system, they do not trust the process, they do not trust INEC to deliver on their promises, they do not trust security agents to deliver on their professionalism as far as the election is concerned. But you must also know that this election is the first litmus test for Josh Amokbito, the INEC chairman. So it behoves on him to do well. Otherwise, there will be so much, headlines on him as far as the bigger election in 2027 is concerned. Again, you must know that, like I said earlier, over 50,000 security personnel have been deployed to all the 21 local government areas. And so come Saturday, you're going to see the presence of security personnel in over 5,000 polling units. Earlier when we told you that the Commissioner of Police in charge of this election, Mbadike Ugele, did clearly say that only 2 polling units out of over 5,000 polling units will be affected in terms of the presence of security personnel. And that's because those particular polling units had no registered voters, so they probably have no business in those places. But for other places, particularly the flashpoint areas, are the areas where some persons might be scared to come out to vote, or some places where you expect security presence so much, they said they would really, really heavily be in those places. Well, of course, we've seen the presence of police officers, NSCDC, customs, every single person around already in the state capital, Awka. You must also know that election observers have been speaking tough. They've been talking tough. Several of them are saying that they are really going to put their ears on the ground and ensure that all stakeholders, that includes the police, that includes INEC and every other person, really carry out their job professionally speaking, while also advising and appealing to electorates to not fall into the hands of those who would, tell them to sell their votes. Also encouraging them to come out in their numbers to carry out their franchise. So basically that's just we're just waiting for Saturday to come. It's just 3 hours from now, where the big deal, the big shots will be in town carrying out, the election basically. So we do hope for a very peaceful election tomorrow. We hope for a conduct like never before. Do not also forget that we hope to see an improvement in terms of the numbers that will be coming out to vote tomorrow. The last time we had, these citizens come out to vote was when the current incumbent, Soludo, was, voted in as governor. And just about 12% of them, actually came out to vote in that election. So 18% of them were either at home or were not interested in voting at all. So we do hope that number improves by tomorrow. Otherwise, it's still the same narrative of people not coming out to vote, and then things just happen the way it is. But let's see how it goes tomorrow again, Queen. Right.
So Victor, have you been able to speak with any of the INEC officials, and if you were, how prepared are they? Because I know they've been talking about materials moving to different polling units, but how prepared are they for tomorrow?
Well, INECs have closed every press conference or press briefing that you might expect since a couple of days ago. So you won't get to hear them speak on this matter any longer. But however, they've also had their own fair share of observations and appeal to residents of the state to come out in their numbers, but assuring them that the beavers will walk, IREV will walk, every tech deployed for this election would be up to speed. But we never can tell, you know, as some of these things, that technology that can fail at any time, but they are assuring Nigerians that there's no reason to be scared, that they are really, really ready for that election. Do not forget that in the last elections and the 2023 elections, the professionalism aspect of the INEC was a major factor, particularly the deployment of these electoral machines that failed in some places. So all eyes really be on INEC and these machines. I do hope they work, otherwise Amokwito will be in trouble. Queen.
Thank you so much, Victor, for that update. We'll keep following up, and, you know, all the best tomorrow in reporting for the election. Thank you.